Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but has anyone else watched How I Met Your Mother like 4 or 5 times? The full trailer has just been released for the spin-off series How I Met Your Father, and I want to see if it'll live up to the original, so let's get this video started. Okay, now just like the original, the main character named Sophie tells the story of how she met her partner to her kids. Now, I love this concept because it gave a cool narrative experience to the series that other comedy shows just didn't have. It gave the narrator full control to tell certain parts of a story, connect events from different occurring times, and make up funny dialogue because the narrator just wasn't there.
Kids, back in the fall of 2007, I was dating this girl named... oh god, what was her name? It's been 23 years, I can't remember all this stuff. For the sake of the story, let's call her.
Everyone, this is Blah Blah.
Please call me Blah.
Now, speaking of the narrator, for the cast, we're starting off with 6 individuals instead of 5 like the original. This could be to add some more variety to the stories told and give an equal ratio to guys and girls. Although in the original, they could have added as many characters as they wanted and no one would have held a candle to Barney Stinson. The main character who is gonna be carrying this show is Hilary Duff. If her name sounds familiar, it's because she played Lizzie McGuire back in the day, which was a pretty enjoyable Disney series. Thinking about it reminds me how old I'm getting, but also that I kind of forgot that she existed. Seems like she's continued to do her acting career, mostly doing smaller roles and medium-sized properties. Hopefully she's got the acting chops to carry this show because the rest of the cast has similar levels of experience. But it's important to remember that experience doesn't indicate talent. And it'll also be nice to see some fresh new faces that will likely stay in the show long term. I was honestly surprised to see how long the cast stayed for How I Met Your Mother. Oh, I almost forgot, did anyone else notice that the guy from Drake and Josh is in this? He seemed like your basic nice guy with not much of a personality in the trailer, so maybe he's just a one-off character to show Sophie that there's still nice guys in the world to date. Now, finally, the next thing I noticed is that the cast actually has some diversity this time. Adding diversity is not only great for inclusivity, but also introduces the potential of more unique plotlines for dating, culture, and etc. Story. We don't know much about the story other than what's shown in the trailer, but it's safe to say it's gonna be a modern take on the dating experience. Proof being the reference to the pleasure of dating apps in the start of the trailer. Speaking of dating apps, doing an episode on the fun stereotypes of certain dating apps would be pretty funny, or a new guy from Tinder showing up in every episode. But I can guarantee it'll still have people getting hit on at bars and other strange locations similar to the original series because that's just way more entertaining. Hopefully they have some type of dating maniac in the cast because I need to hear a variation of Have You Met Ted again. It would be awesome. It just reminds me that Barney was a driving force that started a lot of the events in the show, so without someone like him in the series, we'll definitely not feel the same.
The truth is, my friend, he does this thing where he goes to airports with fake luggage to pick up girls. And we followed some here to Philadelphia. That's it. That's all this is.
Nobody's that lame.
Yes, he's that lame. Tell him you're that lame. We are international businessmen. Oh, come on!
Finally, I wonder if they're gonna reference COVID dating since that was a giant situation that young adults had to go through. I imagine they might refer it as a past event to justify the crazy behavior that they're gonna do in the show. Perspective. Now the main show followed the perspective of Ted, a straight white single guy just trying to survive in New York and find his true love.
I never do anything crazy. I'm always waiting for the moment, planning the moment. Well, she's leaving tomorrow. This may be the only moment I'm gonna get. I gotta do what that guy couldn't. I gotta take the leap.
The new show not only swapped the gender of the main character, but as stated previously, added the perspective of different races and likely sexualities as well. Although How I Met Your Mother was pretty well tailored for anyone, it definitely leaned more towards the male journey as Ted was the main character. So key question is how adding these different perspectives will influence the direction of the show. For example, one reason Big Bang Theory exploded was because they took a unique perspective of nerds. A group of people who were constantly viewed as losers but made them into interesting people with growth, challenges, and adventures. I would argue that having a mix of these unique backgrounds will likely have some impact, but with the combination of good writing and the rest of the characters to provide their wacky adventures, the show could be just as good if not better. Overall, the trailer was solid, but not having a Barney definitely makes me worried. Even ignoring his amazing talent for acting, he was the main driver for the funny situations that occurred in the show. So hopefully they have someone similar for the spin-off. Also, it would be great if they don't make the same mistakes they had in the original show. Like, I understand that the writers wanted Ted and Robin to end up together, but did anyone else feel like Ted was obsessed with Robin? And seeing Robin and Barney break up was a major downer since there was so much build-up near the end of the show. Okay, now that's about the end of the video. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment below of what you think the show will be like. And see you guys in the next video.